What's up, gang? It's your guy Steven back again to do another one-shot raw review. Today we've got Stewart Outback Selkirk, one of my figures. I was hoping they actually was going to make the first version originally, but they went with this one basically to say, hey, we got an Outback coming, and then we're going to pop you twice, because who doesn't love a figure with a tiger shirt? Like, I mean, come on, it's totally 80s style right there. And any Generation X toy collector knows what I'm talking about. But it's 12/16, and my wife and son happen to be asleep, so I'm going to try and do a quick review and get a bunch of size comparisons. I skipped 2 figures on my last one. When I did the Sergeant Slaughter review, which again, I'm very tired, so don't really remember how much I actually talked about the figure. I'll post it later, and hopefully you can hear everything that's said on that one, everything else. Because again, I'm trying not to wake my wife and my son up. So here's the back of the box real quick. It's got, I guess that's another part of Cobra Island and everything else that he's sneaking up on, or just a whole different part of a Cobra base. And then I'm gonna drop that right there, let my son have it later. I'm gonna go with pull the figure out first. I need to smell. Man, you know what? All the figures lately have just had that great new toy smell that I enjoy. It's one of my actually favorite things about collecting action figures is that new toy smell. And the Joes just haven't had it lately. I'm sorry. Just instantly just messing around with it. Actually, a friend of mine told me to be careful because he had stress marks in the crotch area. So I am going to put him back into a neutral pose. Job. I really love the gray of the hair. Everything about the sculpt is just amazing. Again, they got the O-ring fill there. Very sturdy figure. Really excited about it. I really do. I hope they do more Joe figures like with the gray hair. They may not have like done it in the comics or anything else or anything like that, but I would like to see them do some like older versions of almost all the Joes, and or at least the ones that survive the battle against Cobra and everything else. So just gonna play around with it. Like I said, I do raw reviews, so I don't really follow any kind of, don't follow any kind of pattern on any particular video. I just basically just mess around. I really love that articulation. He's got the, hold on, oh, shout out to my boy Ryan for this figure also. He's got the, on the right hand, he's got the in an ounce swivel, and I think on the left hand he has the, yeah, on the left hand he's got what I call the old yeller. That's basically the put you down shot. God, I really hope I'm not mumbling and talking quietly through this review. I really like all the intricate work they did, and the shoulder harness and everything else. Of course, that's for the backpack, and it is attached to this belt and everything else right here. I guess you could pull that down. Yeah, pull it down, almost have it sit over there. That's the side for his pistol that he comes with. Usually I do accessories first. That's where his flashlight's gonna go, and of course that's where its knife's gonna go. So let me actually set him down. I'm actually really stoked about this figure, and I do have the regular version pre-ordered on one of the sites. Here's his rifle he comes with. Has a detachable clip that is taped into the box. Well, not the box, but stabbed myself. But it's okay. I stabbed myself in my old injury, so apparently I hit a spot that there's no longer blood allowed to the spot, so it's not going to bleed. I've got tape on my fingers. So here's the clip. Let's see how it's going to go in. Zoom in this way. There you go. Actually, I'm going to put a different gun in his hand when it comes down to it. He also comes with more tape. Try to pull it all off at once, but I think I only managed to free, oh, well I guess I kind of freed everything I needed to. Again, I hope you can hear what I'm talking about, just getting all the pistol is taped into. My wife, probably wake my wife up. All right, here's the backpack. I'm going to put it through the hole and put it through the hole. What the hell? Okay, it looks like either the backpack pack. Just do it over. Okay, well, it doesn't really want to fill with that later. Probably not going to really have the backpack on it anyway. Here's the flashlight. I really love little stuff like this when action figure companies include stuff like little military flashlights. So I wish more people would do that. Here's his knife. It just looks like it's one solid color. Really dig the design for it. And then the shovel, which I really need to find a way. Hopefully I can get the backpack to attach to it, but I don't know, something's wrong with that part right there. And then his pistol, really like that. So I'm not gonna bother putting anything in the hands. Just gonna put it all in the, where they go, like the knife in the sheath, flashlight in its little side section, and I put the pistol up already in the holster. But it sounds like I'm mumbling and not being loud enough. I'll turn it that way. So what we're gonna do now is jump into, and again, excellent toys, new toys. So we're gonna jump down into size comparisons. I'll throw Sergeant Slaughter up in there first. He'll go by himself. See, it was the last toy review I did. Hopefully you can see the figures really good. Oh, Sarge just died, but in case I didn't show you that earlier, really dig the sculpt and everything, sculpt work and everything. Just a really badass figure. I think him and Stalker might share the same legs. I'll take a better look at it and maybe do a little TikTok about it later. Anyway, I skipped these two guys on my last review. Here is a 1/12 scale. Just got this Dean Winchester. Actually, it's a Soldier Boy head sculpt, but that's going to be a Dean Winchester G.I. Joe classified figure I'm going to do. And here's the other one. He's a mercenary and one of the little group I've done. Like he just took out Outback, something not a lot of people can claim. So that's how those compare right there. Just notice you really can't see it really good how big these figures are. I mean, I'm sure if you collect them already, you know. But damn, this figure, I can't wait to really get my hands in on that bad boy. Here is Tomax and Zaymot, or Zaymot and Tomax. I don't quite know how I was putting them down. Like, you guys better stop doing this shit. I will cut this review short. There's Tomax and Zaymot. I still have to put all this stuff up away when I'm done so I don't wake my wife and my son up. Here is Kamakura. Again, like I said on my last one, I give him 2 different swords other than the ones he came with because I didn't really dig them. And what I do like about the classified figures is they don't always, they're not all the same height. Like it's more realistic as far as, you know, people are going to be different builds, different physiques. You can obviously tell, like, between these 3 figures here, that each one has a different physique, a different build, and everything else. They're different heights, so I really dig that about them. Here's another figure I got from my boy Brian, the Cobra Officer, which I'll probably need at least 2 more of those. Here is the Bat, which, again, I can't wait till the Crimson Bats come out. We're gonna do Billy Butcher and my Ultimate Captain America figure I'm working on. Okay, good. So far I haven't really knocked anything over. And again, I might just cut this short so I can make sure I don't wake my wife and my son up. Here's Stalker. And this is another reason I really think, I mean, looking from behind, I think they really might be the same figure. When I see what Robo, the Fwoosh had the same issues on the back part of where his knee joints go. I got the white spots there. Here is the exclusive Zartan figure. Couple other kit bashes on Velver's bodies. They got matching hair colors, so yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then can finish it off with twins are the only ones not standing. Roadblock and Gung Ho. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put him or Sergeant Slaughter on my display yet, but I will definitely find a place for him. But super excited about this figure, and again, when I have more time, I will get into it more and start playing with it a little more, because I can tell already it's just definitely going to be a great figure for posing and just all around playing around with and enjoying. So anyway, if you like what you saw, please feel free to subscribe. Again, I do unedited reviews, so what you get is what you get. Hopefully you can hear it. If not, maybe I'll add some subtitles if I can figure out how. Anyway, peace, have a good night.